Yesterday, I dosed 180 milligrams of DXM before going to see Joker. 10 out of 10. Go see it. It's great. By the time we left for the movie, I was lit AF. Solid, but manageable second plat. I calibrated my dose about perfectly for what we were going to do. We got to the theatre, got our tickets printed out, and split up for concessions. Significant other went to go get popcorn and sodas. I headed for the bar that sells cocktails. Have you ever had a margarita on the second plat? Try it. It's a symphony of flavour. During the previews, I went to go use the bathroom. I'd had about half a margarita at this point too. I asked my significant other where the exits were, and he was like, pick one. For context, this is a large AMC with stadium seating. There were four softly glowing exit signs, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. I went for the top right. That was my mistake. In this particular theatre, some of the screens towards the back are in a couple of hallways coming out of the end of the main corridor. I thought that was where I was. It wasn't. I wandered down hallways for some time. I noticed I wasn't in the part of the theatre I thought I was in. The exit to the main atrium wasn't there. I saw a set of double doors and walked towards them. They were closed. Once I got there, I realised it wasn't an exit, as far as I could tell. Just more hallways. Hallways upon hallways. Turning around, I kept going and turned a corner. Still no exit. At this point, I wasn't sure which direction I'd come from. There were theatre entrances all around me, but none of them were the right one. There was a showing of Joker every half hour. 5:30, 7, 7:30. Where the fuck was 6? I must have passed the same entrances 5 or 6 times. None were the right one. Not a single one. DXM brings a certain strangeness to the world. If you go somewhere you've been, but aren't intimately familiar with, you're greeted with a sort of jamais vu. The world is big and open. The colours are bold and bright. Remember when you were a small child. The world in all its strangeness. The world when it was new. There were no windows in the Backrooms. Just uncompromising fluorescent lighting and bright blue carpet. The brightest you can think of. A deep blue, but so deeply coloured as to be almost luminescent. This was an unnatural place. Yet very beautiful. The walls shimmered and danced. Still no door to the 6 o'clock showing. Just hallways upon hallways, punctuated with the occasional double doors to nowhere. I laughed to myself because I felt like I was in the Backrooms. A place like the endless labyrinths we experience in dreams. As quickly as it had disappeared, the right entrance appeared once more. I'd probably passed by it at least once. Probably more than once. Now there was an entrance back to the 6 PM showing of Joker. I went back in and made a beeline for the other exit. The one toward the bottom of the room. This brought me out into the area where I thought I was before, toward the back. I made my way to the restroom, but then I wasn't sure which direction I'd come from. A nice security guard showed me the entrance I'd originally come through, near the front of the building. I returned to my seat and finished my margarita. The movie was fire. We stopped at Publix for cat food on the way home. I bought a random brand of Norwegian mineral water because I was entranced by the shape and design of the bottle. Anyway, yeah, I got lost in some random area of the 2nd or 3rd floor of the movie theatre. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.